Welcome back to Las Vegas. It's Alex Belfield back on the Strip at the Venetian Hotel and Casino, and we're with one of my old friends and one of my favorite people here in Las Vegas. He's a huge personality and an incredibly talented chef. Sam Demarco, how are you?
Great, and it's honestly, it's an honor to have you back. I mean, it's been I'm glad that you see me, growing and moving along in the Vegas market, and pleasure and an honor to have you here. Thank you so much.
I only wish my career was doing as well as yours, because I mean, I'm still doing the same old nonsense. I mean, here you are with restaurants in Australia. You've got 2 restaurants here now in the Venetian. I mean, it's literally going from strength to strength, as well as working on the East Coast. Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, Sammy D's is actually a coffee shop in Harrah's in Atlantic City. I don't know. I'm diversifying. The Australian market's exciting. I'm glad to be in there. All my restaurants are actually casino-based, so I'm kind of, and I'm always the casual benchmark of what's going on in casinos. So, it's great to finally be finding my place in the market. And I'm not saying it's always my favorite thing to be cooking, but I'm having a lot of fun doing it, and people are enjoying it, so I guess that's what matters.
I mean, life can't get any better. You've just had a new baby, you've got an incredibly gorgeous wife, I mean, and who knew? I mean, that's remarkable, isn't it? And you've got 2 restaurants here. You've got First Food and Bar upstairs, and here at Rattlecan, where we're sat today, you've got Australia open, you've got your own place on the East Coast. I mean, you're living the dream, aren't you?
I'm living a dream. I'm still based here out of Vegas, which is exciting. I have a few things in the works, television-wise. So as soon as I get announced that, you're going to be one of the first to know. Alyssa's going to help from PR Plus help me remember to tell you that. But I think that I'm excited to get out there in front of the people. I mean, I think my whole career I've always been a pretty social guy. I enjoy this. To me, it's all about these relationships and partnerships. Again, it's with you, Alex, coming here, talking about your flight over on Virgin. Your experiences around the city. It's real. It's the real stuff, and that's what it's all about. I always say FTP for the people, and I believe in that. I really think that people want to know what's happening in people's lives and be part of my growth, your growth, our growth, and and what's going on in the food world. So, yes.
Why you're one of my favorite people is that you're a bit like me. You're authentic and you're real and you're occasionally shocking and you push the bar and you do things that make people nervous. And I love you for that, because it's become very sanitized, this world. People want to be safe and nice. Yes. You're not about that, are you? You're about being you, and if you feel it fits with your brand, you'll do it.
Yeah. No, I'm 100% about pushing the buttons and going to the line. Yeah, I mean, I do think that I'm rooted by good cooking techniques and methods and nostalgic, classic, cooking and good ingredients. When it comes to personality, I think it's about the excitement. I have fun doing it, and it's all honest and real. So it's hopefully not meant to be contrived, and I think that's what makes it okay. It's if you're pushing those buttons, but that's what he's really thinking, and that's what just came out. So let's go with it.
I think anybody who's met you will know that you're sincere. I had dinner at First last week, which is one of my favorite places to eat, because you've got amazing views here at the Venetian. And then you've just opened Rattlecan, which has got, as people can hear in the background, an amazing energy. I mean, people are finding this place and loving it, and it's so different. I mean, none of your places are the same, are you? You change them every time. Yep. Yet what is consistent and what is true is your amazing burgers, your hearty food, your real cooking that never ceases to amaze. I mean, you just brought me out a dessert with sweet potato. Is this a joke? Are you working me from behind? What's happening?
I think a little of both, Alex. But well, listen, I've been known for the s'mores. I mean, 1994, I opened my first restaurant in New York City called First. The weekend we opened was 4th of July weekend. We did a barbecue because we really weren't ready to open. We didn't have our liquor license. We did like a BYO, and I did a barbecue in the restaurant. We had American flags hanging, checker tablecloths, and skirt steak, chicken, ribs, backyard salads, watermelon, corn. I sent the staff out and said, go find some twigs and come back. Got some crocks of coal, and we were toasting marshmallows. Obviously, a lot of girls in New York, I guess, went to camp, and I learned about s'mores through them, coming to my restaurant, but they lived on and were always part of my history. Upstairs we do a s'mores cake, and there's variations of the s'mores everywhere. But when it came to doing a burger joint, I said, we want to do some kind of French fry dessert. And I won't lie, I mean, Alyssa was behind me 100%, pushing me with the s'mores. She supports these things, and you know, you got to get it.
Stop passing the blame. Take responsibility for this thing.
I'm 100% responsible.
All right, let me describe.
Menu.
Let's describe it what it is. So we have sweet potato, which is deep fried. I mean, obviously it's sweet. The clue's in the title.
It's sweet potato French fries. It's down and dirty. We're in a burger joint, rock and roll burger joint, shots, burgers, and beers. So we take our sweet potatoes, all the traditional things you'd find in s'mores, which is we have crunched up graham crackers, we have chocolate chips in there, chocolate sauce, little mini marshmallows. We put a little fluff to make it all kind of come together, and you want to get the juices going and get it wet and, you know, make it happen.
I'm as moist as could be. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you.
Thank you so much. But I think they're a lot of fun, and we've had to get them right, and I do think that some people find it odd, but I promise you, when you put it in your mouth, it's going to make you happy.
The times I've said that, I mean, this is unbelievable. I've never had anything like this before. We're moving on swiftly. It is just delicious. And marshmallows and sweet potato, who knew? Yet you've made it your own. Equally with your burgers. I mean, I'm amazed how wrong people get it. I was just there tucking into another piece of marshmallow as that fell. I'm amazed how people get burgers wrong. It's so easy to do. You can start adding stuff in, and ultimately, you're only as good as the beef, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to stick true to what you're trying to be in the burger world. I'm a big believer in the roads. There's levels of burger and rungs of burger. Being the roadside burger, that there's that middle rung of burger, and then there's that gourmet burger. That I think every now chef has their gourmet burger joint. And I guess paying homage to Danny Myers and some of the great ones out there. But Danny, I think, really kicked off the burger world of American chefs all wanting to have their burger joint. And I'm sure we're hurting the stock of Burger King and the McDonald's a bit at this stage of the game. I mean, there's so many more options. But yes, there's a lot to get right, and it's not easy, and it's not for everyone. I mean, I think, you know, don't try this at home. I mean, I'll tell you, you know, you have to really get the right balance of meat consistency to bun, which is number one. Having a good blend of meat that you can get consistently fresh daily. If you can grind, God bless you. I mean, even better. Seasoning your burger, your cooking methods and techniques, you know, and then the components that make the flavor profile that each of these burgers, I think I put in front of you today, had iconically a different, you know, really flavor profile, which I think you need that. You know, I think, you know, I really want people to come in and check out the graffiti and the art, which Mr. Antonio Ballatore, the designer here, really brought to life. He has a show, HGTV, Antonio Treatment. He's actually a dear friend. It was really great to work with somebody who's excited about design and art. And it's funny, when he was putting up his all these little what do you call those little tags on the table with the little squirrely lines and all that? QR codes. Thank you. But those are so cool, because so when he was doing that for the artists, I said, I want one, and I'm going to do my burger gallery. You know, it's like, so really, I was really excited seeing how this room just came alive. He basically blacked the place out, got all the walls clean and ready for these guys. So it really was almost, you know, a challenge for me to make sure I kept with, you know, all the artists in here, and it was inspiring and awesome. So yes, burgers are not easy, to answer your question. I think you have to really love and care about what you're doing, and really know what you can and can't do based on, you know, the market, product, and you know, hitting it, you know, hitting it.
What's amazing about this Rattlecan is that it's unexpected. I mean, when people say the Venetian, they think sort of very classy, very Italian, all this stuff. And then you come in here and it's incredibly fun and unique and inspiring and creative. It's very different for them. I mean, they have absolute belief in you, don't they? I
think we had to earn that belief. I think that they know that we do keep it real. Again, these are some fabulous artists from around the world. I think it kind of goes along with what's going on. Venetian's going through, you know, changing from the Jersey Boys, which I got to tell you, they were great guys, and I enjoyed seeing them, hearing them, watching their show. And they used to be big fans. They would come up a lot and eat, which was a lot of fun. I think we did a meatball thing. We did like a Jersey meatball against Sammy D versus Jersey Boys meatball on television one morning. I mean, they were the real deal, and it was great having them here for a number of years. Right now, we're on to the Rock of Ages, so we're just like another rung of what's going on in the building, so it works and helps and makes sense.
And it does make sense to put this restaurant here while you're opening Rock of Ages, because it's as cool as the show, isn't it? And vice versa. You're bringing in a similar crowd of people who want fun, who have got spirit, who don't want some fancy schnooty sort of fine dining experience. This is great food in a fun atmosphere. You've got your TVs and an amazing bar, an array of servers who know what they're doing. That's the point, isn't it?
100%. I mean, honestly, I think one of the best things that happened with the Rock of Ages guys is they were coming in before we opened, and I met with the drummer, and the next thing you know, the band was in, and they've been coming to first as well as here, which really, I love the fact that they love that it's real, as well as, you know, the Venetian culture of the hotel, and we kept with the theme of the building. Again, looking in from the outside of the building, like I told you, we have great patio seating right on the canal. When you open these windows in the summer, it'll be one of the best seats in the city. But again, it stays with, you know, the look, but I think there's a point where it crosses over and says, wow, and it's great to be part of that.
I'm so proud of you and what you've achieved, because at a time when everybody else is pulling out, closing down, going bust, you're going from strength to strength to strength, and that's got to be a credit to your personality and who you are as a human being. I mean, your tenacity is incredible. Not many people are taking as many risks as you, are they?
Well, I think it's largely in support of the people I have around me. It's all about the team. I always say that. It's always going to be one pitcher, one quarterback, but I have a great crew around me, a good staff. We stay true to what we're doing. And, you know, I think ironically, you know, in a lot of times with economies that are, you know, a bit slow, and I listened, you were back there when we were hitting it hard back 4 years ago. This food really comes to life and makes sense for people, because you're still dining out, but it's at, you know, maybe a little bit lesser price tag. So hopefully I'm staying with the times, and I'm tired of being the pioneer in what I'm doing, but it's good to be on point and be with what's happening. Yeah,
but the reason that you're here is because you're ahead of the game. If you're following everybody else, you're never going to make it. That's what's unique about you and about your restaurants, isn't it? You never got to change that.
I hopefully won't change a lot. I mean, I just turned 48 years young, and they say you can't teach old dogs new tricks, so hopefully this dog has some tricks, and we're just going to keep running with him.
Congratulations on being you, and thanks for 2 lovely meals here at the Venetian. Go and see First, which is just on the upper floor as you come down from self-parking right there, and then in the casino is this amazing Rattlecan, which has got some of the best burgers I've ever tasted, and I just love those sliders. I don't know how you do them. I couldn't recreate them, and that's what's unique, isn't it? You've got to go and get them. You couldn't make those at home.
No, I don't. I think that, again, it's about a balance. You know, listen, the bun has to be right, the amount of meat, and again, anytime you want to make them at home, let me know what you got, and we'll make it happen.
All right, let's do a deal then. Come to Nottingham, back in England, and I'll fly you in and do some burgers for me. How about that? My personal chef.
Excellent.
Who knew? Of course, because you've got time with flying back and forth from Australia, haven't you? Really? I mean,
lots of miles. I've earned my miles. But yeah, you know, listen, I've been excited about Australia. I think one of the most exciting things about Australia really is, you know, America, we look at, you know, I guess 1776 when it came alive.
Sorry, I was hoping to have some dessert after we'd finished talking, but it seems the girls have eaten it.
They got their s'mores on here. So I think it's the wild thing about being in Australia, and really where I pull from, is all different ethnic and cultural flavors. And, you know, Australia is more first, second, third generation of cultures, and you really see the different ethnic marketplaces and the people shopping and all that. So I'm thrilled to be there, and hopefully you're going to see some of that impact on my food. So hopefully bring a little of that this way and vice versa.
Come to London, we'd love you. Sam Demarco, so great to talk to you again. First here at the Venetian along with Rattlecan. Thanks for 2 great dinners. Thank you.
Alex, keep it hot. Thanks for keeping us live, and peace out.